What is happening, guys? Jay here, and I'm back. Today we have another review, another Taito Coreful anime girl figure review. This time I have here with me two of the quintessential quintuplets, two of the sisters, that being Ichika and Miku. So as you can see, here is Miku and here's Ichika. We'll first talk about Ichika. Now, as you can see, Nino is missing, but she is here. I made a video about her solo the other, I think, a few weeks ago. So if you haven't checked my review of Nino, better check that out. Nino was my first figure because I absolutely love Nino. She is the best girl in my opinion, at least. I'm only an anime watcher, so that's just my opinion. But anyways, let's first talk about Ichika over here because she is the eldest and she is one Ichi, meaning one first. So as you can see, they really did a good job with Ichika's sculpt. I think I really like her pose. It's very Ichika. I think it's very girly, very demure. You know, she's a very um, sort of demure girl that isn't exactly demure. Like she acts very girly, but at the same time she has her moments. So here's the box of Ichika. They gave her this yellow branding. I'm not sure about that. I've always thought she's more pinkish, but I guess that they gave that to Nino. But yeah, so there's her box. Now for the figure, again, you can see they gave her a yellow base similar to the box. Now it's all the same for the bases over here, as you can see. Um, they're practically the same. There's a bit of flower effects there, some petals, and then there's their name and there's that number. Of course, all of them are wearing school uniforms here for this line of pop-up parades. Sorry, pop-up parades. Taito Corfuls. Taito Corful figures. So as you can see, there's the face of Ichigo. It's very accurate to the anime. Not as accurate as I'd say compared to Nino. One thing I noticed, by the way, here is that their eyes here are not blue. If you've noticed in the anime, their eyes are all blue. Uh, yeah, but this one's a little on the sort of pink violet side, so I'm not sure why they did that. But it looks good nonetheless, and it still looks like them. So there you go. Of course, they got the hair right, the pink hair right. There's a little bit of imperfections over here, as you can see. See that? Um, Again, if you're just tuning into this review, these figures are really, really cheap. They're original, straight from Japan, but they are cheap, so that's a good thing. But since they are on the cheaper side, don't expect high quality figures in terms of paint jobs. As you can see, again, they're struggling with these sort of lines, the white lines on their uniforms. In fair, even the pop-up parade uh, line of Good Smile Company is struggling with these sort of things. I'm not sure why. I guess it's a struggle for these um, figure makers. Here is some seam lines over there. Really nice cardigan over here. Good touch. Look at that. Nice texture. You can see there. Yellow cardigan of Ichika. And then her legs. Really nice. I really like her legs. I mean, they really did it well. Unlike Miku, who has stockings over here, and Nino who has thigh length socks. Ichika doesn't have anything to cover up her legs, so they did a really good job emphasizing the bone structure and the muscle structure of her legs, as you can see over here. It looks really realistic and it really looks good, especially the paint. I mean, it's not easy for this price point to really give a nice complexion in terms of legs for the anime character, and also really getting that bone structure and muscle structure right. But they really pulled it off. Look at her calves over there, her thighs, very very nice. Even the way her knees are bent, really good figure of Ichika. Again, the shoes, standard. Some socks over there. There are some paint scraps over here, and then of course the panty shot. Um, yeah, there's go. White. All of them, I think, are wearing white here. So there we go. Just some pegs over here at the bottom. See that? It's really really easy to plug, and it's a very sturdy figure. Really nice. Again, one more look at the face, mouth there, her hands, her fingers are nice and delicate, nicely made. Honestly, for these things, I just expect the character to look good, to look similar to the one in the anime, and to also not have too much paint problems, and of course not have any damages. And I think at this price point, Taito really does a good job for their colorful anime figures. Here is Miku. Now, I'm not 100% sure if Miku looks really similar to the one in the anime. I can see it, of course, but I don't know. Something's kind of amiss with her face. I'm not sure why. I think maybe it's a little rounder or a little smaller. I can't be too sure, but regardless, you can definitely tell this is Miku. This one over here. I think this artwork here really looks like Miku, but I'm not sure if the product is the same. I don't know. I think the head is a little smaller compared to it. Do you guys see my point here? As you can see, look at the head here. It's a little lacking in sort of a height versus the box comparison. But still a really good figure. Um, for this price point, as I keep repeating. I gave her the blue one. There we go. Box. Now for Miku. Uh, Brown hair. They got that perfectly right. Like her hair is absolutely perfect. Again, not blue. No, her eyes aren't blue. Headphones, spot on. Look at that. Her signature headphones. Nice pose also. Very, very sort of delicate. I think Miko is the most delicate girl or the most demure girl among all of the sisters. Maybe. Got her green skirt, very dynamic, as if there's wind flowing through there. Very nice. I like that touch. Nothing much to say about her legs because they're practically covered in stockings. But again, good bone structure. Really nice thighs over there. I like how her feet are like suspended a bit over there. Nice pose. Fortunately for you creeps, not much of a panty shot for our conservative Miku. Um, Nice, also nice sort of sculpt here for the jacket for the school uniform. Sort of drips over, and it really emphasizes this really nice cardigan of Miku. Really nice texture. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a really good texture there for the cardigan. There you go, better look. Nice sort of sculpt for her bust also. Of course, these girls are very busty, very sexy, and they really got it right without making them look too over the top, which I really want in my figures. I don't want super over the top, sort of cringy almost figures for these things. I want them to be just right, similar to the anime. There you go. So very nice. Nothing much to say. This one's really good. I think this has less quality problems than Ichika. Look at her hair there. One thing I don't like about this figure, besides the sort of lacking face of Miku over here, is I don't like this sort of part of her, uh, this sort of drooping hair here. These parts here, I'm not sure. I think they're not that well made, or they could have probably benefited being full in color instead versus this transparent thing, because it kind of looks weird, especially this part, in my opinion. Yeah, these parts here. I think they could have benefited it having it just in full in color. And especially since I think they do this because to give it a sort of lighting, let me just pull up Nino here real quick. Nino is a really good example that they really pull it off nicely because the tips of her hair are really dynamic and looks like it can look like the sun is really flashing on them. But for Miku, I mean, this thing is covered on her. It's really just there. And it's like it's not natural anymore for it to be translucent over here. So yeah, not a fan of that. But regardless, still like it. Really, really nice figure. Again, these things are around $20 US dollars only. They're really cheap, and you can, if you get them in Japan, you can even get them less. I think for $20. So yeah, very, very affordable. Especially now, I chose this over the pop-up parade line. I know you guys have been watching my pop-up parade videos. Many of you are, and there is a pop-up parade equivalent for the quintessential quintuplets. And although I wanted to get that as well, I'm managing my expenses for my collection because I collect a lot of stuff, especially expensive stuff like the Kotobukiya line, the Zoids, model kits, all that. I collect as many as I want. I am a big fan of many franchises, Zoids, Monster Hunter, Attack on Titan, Pokemon, all these things. So for me to not, I didn't want to pay almost twice the amount for the Pop Parade line, and I think when I bought Nino first for Taito Coreful, I really really enjoyed it, and that's when I decided that I will be buying all of these guys together to collect, to finish, or to have a representation of one of my favorite harem animes, Quintessential Quintuplets, in my collection. So anyways, guys, here is Ichika, Nino, and Miku. Again, not many things to say about here. In the terms of negative aspects, they are really, really great. I really enjoy all of them together. And we're just now waiting for Yotsuba and Itsuki to come along, and we will have all 5 quintuplets together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit like and subscribe to watch our reviews. This is Jay, and thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.